We want to bring in now Ryan Chandler, a reporter at our Austin, Texas NewsNation affiliate. Ryan, thank you so much for giving us some of your time. I know you're busy covering this as well. Stephanie went into it a bit, but talk to us about some of the bombshells that are coming out in these opening statements, as well as some that are expected to come out.
That's right. Well, thank you for having me. The essence of the prosecution's case is that Ken Paxton abused the powers of his office. It infringed on the public trust after he was elected to the Attorney General's office multiple times, and used the power vested in him by voters to help himself and his political allies, most notably Nate Paul, who Stephanie mentioned is a friend and wealthy donor, a local real estate investor here, who was also facing a separate felony charges, as is Paxton. But their argument is that whether voters elected Paxton to office or not, there is so much evidence that details his alleged improprieties that voters did not know about. So impeachment is the constitutional safeguard to make sure, as their attorneys say, the people of Texas have an attorney general that they can trust. Now, on the defense, this argument is also about the voters. They argue that Ken Paxton has been elected attorney general multiple times now by overwhelming margins of Republican voters. And if they had a problem with his behavior, then they would have punished him at the ballot box. So it's an argument that really hinges on politics and is very interesting to watch, this quasi-judicial proceeding, because at the end of the day, this is not a legal trial. This is a political mechanism that has wide implications all across the state for voters.
Absolutely. And Ryan, before we let you go, you call this a political mechanism here. None of Paxton's pretrial motions were approved. Is that a signal? Is that a hint, at least, at how this could all turn out?
That's a big deal. A lot of those pretrial motions seemed procedural and slow this morning, but it does give us some insight into where the jury stands right now. Notably, all of these motions came from Paxton's camp, asking senators to essentially throw out the charges before they consider them or hear the evidence. Every single one of those 16 motions was denied. And looking at the margins, you can see that the main motion to grant summary judgment and forego all of the charges without having a trial, that failed 24-6. Paxton needs 20, or rather the prosecution needs 21 senators to vote to convict. And if that is any kind of tell this early in the process, it seems that most senators are at least open to conviction here.
Yeah, which is certainly interesting. All right, we'll continue to follow this. Ryan Chandler from our NewsNation Austin affiliate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.